right, it's John here from Pint Comics. We're here at ToyFair New York 2020, and I'm here with Brian Lew. Brian is the online and e-commerce sales manager at Super7. Super7 is an awesome company. I really enjoy their toys. San Francisco, right? San Francisco. All right, so why don't you give us an idea of what Super7 is all about?
So, Super7, we're like you. We're like every toy nerd. And, we've been a company since 2001. We started as a magazine, actually, about Japanese vinyl toys. And so the magazine was called Super7, and our owner took that and turned it into a toy company. So here we are, like, almost 20 years later, and we're doing a lot of licensed products. Our main brand is Reaction Figures. It's a 3 3/4, based on the old Kenner Star Wars action figures. That's kind of what it's all based on. It's like that's what started a lot of us being toy nerds. Right. It was the original Star Wars Kenner figures. So that's our main brand. But now we've branched out into like larger formats. So we have an Ultimate line, Super Shogun, and we can walk through some of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things I wanted to point out, if people aren't familiar with the Reaction line, is, and this is a compliment, it is right down to the Star Wars stuff where very limited articulation. If you're a fan of those old figures, the packaging, the blistering, everything feels unlike a action figure that comes out today.
Right. I mean that's the whole point where some people who didn't grow up in that generation or aren't familiar with the history. They think they look crappy.
Right.
But that's kind of the point, because not that they're made to look like that, but we're not into the hyper realistic with the reaction. And the thing with Super7 is we're basically a design studio who makes toys. That's sort of where we're coming from, where other companies are toy companies and they put out great stuff, but our background is the people who started our company were designers first, like they're graphic designers. And so when you look at Super7, our packaging is as important as the toy. So we try to make it where the packaging doesn't seem disposable. Like the packaging is as important as the toy, where the toy complements the packaging and vice versa. So it's down to where for most of our releases, we try not to use style guide. Like most licensors, they prefer you to use your style guide, and if it's a movie property or something, it's a stock photo that everyone uses, and that's fine, that works, but that's not the Super7 way. We like to look at things from a different angle. So when you see our releases, we rarely use AdMat art on our releases. We have an in-house design team who reinterprets the property.
Yeah,
and we go through the approvals process. So and it's pretty cool to work with a lot of these licensors, and not just a company like this who puts that much effort into it.
Right. And I can tell you're an in-the-box guy, aren't you? Like your own personal collection. Yeah. You don't mess around. I'm the same way. I got to the point in my life where I don't want anything off the box.
You like it?
Yeah, I know. Are you a two guy? You have one out? Yeah. All right, so we're going to go over some of the stuff you guys have, but I have a question. Is there one property that you are dying for Super7 to pick up that you've just been waiting for?
The Holy Grail Star Wars.
Yeah.
We started, but to be honest, Super7 used to work with Star Wars in the beginning. We did a Super Shogun, and we worked with San Francisco Bay Area, Lucasfilm in the San Francisco Bay Area. And some of our first releases were Star Wars. Hopefully it'll come back around.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at some of the stuff we got in the case, some of the products coming out. All right, so you got some Major League mascots, San Diego Chicken, the Philadelphia Fanatic. That's all very cool. Bullpen buggies. Is baseball the only sport you're currently MLB?
NBA.
Oh, NBA too. Here we go. Right here. I should have just looked down one level.
This is the start of our sports brand.
We got the Halloween too.
Get a little closer for. Yeah, we're gonna have to have that.
Great.
Oh yeah. So you're just starting your sports brand, you said?
Yeah. So we launched our sports brand. We soft launched our sports brand late last year. It's Super Sports by Super7. Basically, we're taking the same concept that we've used for entertainment properties and applying them to sports. So it's the same it's the same aesthetic. It's fans interact with sports the same way they do with movies and all that. So we have on this bottom shelf here. It's classic players, like historical players like Jackie Robinson.
Did you have to mass destroy your 2017 Houston Astros figures, or?
No, you got Altuve right there.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
And he's next to Judge. NBA. This is the first time we're showing off NBA. So some of them are completely approved, but this is the first time the public has seen any of the NBA figures.
Oh, like the James Harden figure has the beard.
Yeah. Well, and then the NBA players too. I think we're gonna have 3 different height sizes. So they will be in scale with each other.
In a proportion.
Yeah. So if someone's 7'1", he'll get the tall figure, and then if he's shorter, he'll get the shorter figure. But so the players will be in scale with each other.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, let's move on down a little bit and take a look at some more stuff here. So you mentioned you wanted to talk about Super Shogun.
So this is our main debut at ToyFair this year. So the very first major release that Super7 ever put out was 10 years ago, and it was the Super Shogun Stormtrooper. And it was something we worked a couple years on with Lucasfilm, and it's based on the legendary classic Japanese Super Shogun toys. I mean, you've seen them. They're the giant robots.
Shogun Warriors. As we knew them here, right?
Shogun Warriors. So that's what the inspiration was for this. So Super Shogun, it's exactly like that. It's like the fistful fire.
Now, this is I'm not a historian on Super Shogun, but Gary, bring it back up here for the Shogun real quick up here. So is Optimus Prime based on a Shogun?
That I don't know.
Okay, all right.
But I mean, it's more like the Super Shogun as a toy is something that's very important to Super7's history.
Oh, so I understand. So you're doing it as a line, even if it's not a property that was a Shogun. I'm sorry. Okay. So I was like, wow, I didn't know Optimus Prime was a Shogun.
No. So that was the original toy that inspired everything. 10 years ago, Super7 put out a Stormtrooper Super Shogun.
Okay.
We posted it on our social media. We released it as if it was a Japanese toy back in the 70s.
Right.
So, and this is a continuation of that where traditional Transformers fans probably won't get it. But, it's more about paying homage to the Shogun Warriors. And that's what that's about. It's not like we're trying to, again, like it's a Super7 slant on something that people know. Where people are asking why isn't it? It's not fully articulated. It can't transform, but that's not the point. It's a Shogun warrior.
Right.
So it's not so much Optimus Prime, but it's a Shogun.
I got to point out too, Red Dawn dual packs.
Red Dawn dual packs. I mean, timely, it's the original one. It's iconic. It's a great movie, and then Patrick Swayze was in it.
I like how you said the original. I until you said that, I forgot they remade it.
Everybody has. Yeah. It's I think it's been erased from. So that's a fun one. It was a movie growing up. Some of us were really into.
Oh, I loved it. I was terrified. I was in 4th grade when it came out, and the scene where they're in the classroom in the parachute. Yep. I was terrified of that because I grew up in a time where the fear of World War III was every day.
Exactly.
So the Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm assuming these are all prototypes right now.
All prototypes. So it's our first. They're going to be our first releases with Disney. So we're starting to do stuff with Disney. So this is the first time we're reviewing them. All new sculpts. I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas were out as reaction figures years ago, but these are brand new sculpts. We're reinterpreting it. This is just placeholder card art. We'll have different art for the final release, but basically it's important because it's our first release with our partnership with Disney. That's just going to get bigger.
That's pretty big.
Yeah.
I see here. I've got to ask. You've got the 2 Andre the Giant figures. Is the second one holding a beer can?
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's amazing.
So that's the important. That's the accessory.
Yeah.
So we'll have those out later this year. We just did a 7-inch Ultimate Andre the Giant pre-order. So it's a deluxe figure. It's on the other side. So we're gonna do them as a reaction figure as well.
Okay.
then SpongeBob continues our partnership with Nickelodeon. So this is the first time we're showing off the sculpts for SpongeBob.
And these turtles, are these a newer line you're doing? Or?
Yeah, so like the ones in the back are out right now. That's wave 1 and wave 2. So the ones in front have not been shown before. So that's going to be wave 3. So those will be out later this year.
Krang, Baxter Stockman, Splinter. Okay, cool.
So yeah, so the loose figures in front we're showing them for the first time here, and the card art's down on the bottom for those.
You guys, your product is incredible. Your product is it's so retro, but it's so cool. And I mean, and the idea too to have Transformers figures that don't transform yet. I don't think people care. You know what I mean? Like they're just awesome figures.
They're traditionalists, and that's fine. You know, because,
right.
But like the Super7 thing is we can't be all things to all people. So like, you know, we have our company manifesto out front, but like basically it says no one made what we wanted, so we made it ourselves.
There you go.
I mean, kind of everything we do comes from that manifesto, where like, you know, it's kind of like our gut check if we're going to do something. Like, you know, would this be something that we would have wanted as a kid? Because, you know, a lot of our releases kind of like the way to look at them is they're what if toys.
Right.
So like, you know, what if Transformers had action figures in the 80s? Like, what if Iron Maiden had action figures in the 80s? Like, that's kind of the way. That's the kind of the way we think about it. It's like an alternate universe where these toys existed. Like that's kind of where we're coming from.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and like even the Super Shogun, it's like what if Super Shogun had been a Transformer in the beginning?
Layoffs are here.
That's kind of where how we look at things. Where you know, if people don't get what we're doing, we just say like we kind of look at it as an alternate universe product. Like you know, like you know, it's things. When we were kids, it would have been cool to have.
The first thing that I ever noticed by you guys was exactly that idea. Was I don't know, maybe the last 10 years you started doing the
Especially looking at all this stuff.
It was one of my favorite movies ever, and a movie that notoriously didn't have a figure line because it was a hard R movie.
Right. Well, so our original release, which was I can't remember what year, but we released the first reaction figures maybe 10 years ago or something, but they were based on actual sculpts or
designs, right.
that had been made back then but never produced. So that's what kind of kicked off our whole alien here. And so in this case, we have our alien.
Yeah. When's that coming out?
Second. Some of the troopers.
Okay.
And we got Bishop.
No prototypes, no sneak peeks?
And when do the alien ones out now, or are those coming out?
A couple months.
Couple months. All right.
Everything that we're showing here is coming out this year.
Okay, because the aliens is going to be. I'm not a complete collector. That's a complete right there.
Yeah, those will be out before summer.
All right, very cool. Very cool. All right. All right, we came around to the other side, and we got some awesome Transformers and G.I. Joe goodness. Do you do a lot with G.I. Joe, or is this
Just starting. So like you know, there are certain forms we don't have a license for. But like for G.I. Joe, we've done apparel, and we're doing the Super Cyborg. So again, it's kind of like how we're doing the Super Shogun, where it's based on like you know an original Japanese concept, and we're just applying it to properties that maybe people hadn't thought of. So we've released Megatron and Optimus over the last year.
Okay.
It's usually convention exclusive. We got Soundwave coming up too, and then I guess the G.I. Joe ones maybe for a holiday or something.
And I see you're kind of doing the motif of like the purple, the clear, the removable chest plate. You see all the machinery
and all of them have the same features. We just recolor them for fun.
Right. And if you look here, this is incredible. ED209, and I never knew the character's name, but apparently it's Mr. Kinney.
Yep.
The unfortunate guy that is holding the gun that Ed209 blasts a giant hole in, and you can see the giant hole. That's fantastic. The RoboCop figures.
For RoboCop battle damage, and you know we actually put bullet holes in the card.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that, right through the card. And of course, Emil. Poor Emil. Gary, are you familiar with RoboCop? Are you a fan?
No.
He gets dumped into a vat of toxic waste and then run over by a delivery truck, and he just explodes. It's gross. And then, of course, the fantastic John Carpenter, They Live, on the Stark White. Is that like an alternate, or is that's how it's going to come out?
It's out already.
Oh, that's out already.
Yeah.
Okay.
So some of this stuff is already out. So this shelf, everything's out. available now. We have Super Soapy. So again, it's like in the '60s they had the monster soap bottles.
Yep.
And so we were applying it. We did an Aliens one. It comes with a bubble wand, like the head unscrews, and it actually comes with soap, so you can blow bubbles.
Look at the Archie stuff here. Yeah, like you were talking about before, your card art is it's top notch. It's like the top.
It's as important as it's well.
Yeah.
Sorry. Got some glow Robocops.
Happy birthday, Paulie, right there. The robot from Rocket 4.
It's actually labeled that.
I've got a lot of the NECA glow in the dark ones that didn't sell.
Let's take a look at this stuff here. We got some of the music stuff.
Get the glasses too before we move away.
New Japan Wrestling. So you guys are getting, is that something you're getting into now, mostly the wrestling, or you've been involved?
Yeah, so that was a pre-order. It's part of our Ultimate 7-inch Deluxe line, and we recently completed the pre-order for those, but we have other wrestlers coming.
Do you mainly keep with the heavy metal motif, or are there any Hall and Oates Super 7?
No, I mean, we're launching our hip-hop stuff.
Oh, okay.
Got some more punk stuff coming out. I mean, we're making music if it makes sense. Like, we don't discount anything.
Is there, I see you have the Eddie from Iron Maiden figures. Is there I guess, edict? Are you going to do every album cover?
No, this is probably going to be the last run, but we kind of covered them all already. There's pretty much no Eddies we haven't covered yet, like iconic ones.
Oh, Megadeth, Vic Rattlehead. Very cool. Very cool. Do you ever get involved in the design process? Like, I know you're a line manager, but do you ever get a chance to go in and maybe deal with the designers and say,
yeah, sure. Well, like, Venom, so I used to work with a lot of these bands in a past life. So, like, most of the metal stuff, I kind of help coordinate and get them to Super 7, and then our boss, our owner, is an ultimate problem. I've been a friend. So a lot of the bands we're working with, we already know, or we know the managers or something. So everything kind of happens organically.
All right, Brian, so now that we've seen awesome stuff coming out, stuff that's available, where can people pick this stuff up? I mean, where are some of the online presences? What retail stores can we find Super 7 in?
So, we sell direct, so super7.com, our web store, we sell everything. And then, we have a wholesale program. So, if you're a brick and mortar store, we want to support brick and mortar stores because that's our roots. So, if there's any interest in your store selling it, they can contact us at the website. But we have retail partners all over the world almost, like independent comic stores, like Newberry Comics,
right.
All that kind of stuff. So we should be in most of the major kind of nerd stores in the big cities, and then we have partners like Big Bad Toys Store and Entertainment Earth are partners with us, so they carry our releases too. So
any of these partners, do you guys do like exclusives through them? Like some places do like an exclusive through.
Sometimes, but whenever we do it exclusive, we don't want to do it too often.
Right.
So if you do an exclusive, it'll be around an event like a Comic-Con or something.
Okay.
So, but we're available to anybody who wants us. So if you can't find us somewhere, hit us up on our website.
That's a good business model. I like that. You can get their stuff very easily.
Yeah. The easiest thing, you can buy direct from us. If you're a fan, you can buy direct from us, or if you're a store, you can order directly from us. You don't have to go through a third party.
Right. And now this is a hard question. You've obviously been working here a while. You love the product. What's your one favorite? What's like your pinnacle in your collection from Super 7 yourself?
King Diamond.
King Diamond?
King Diamond because I'm a metal guy. Like I grew up with metal. Iron Maiden was our first metal release, and that was a great one. But King Diamond is the one where it's left field. Like
right.
People didn't expect it, and it's been one of our best-selling figures. So continuing the metal thing, we have Venom coming out, like black metal, and we try to just do things a little different than others. King Diamond is probably someone who most toy companies, one wouldn't know, two wouldn't touch.
Right.
So, but
kid, before I knew who he was, I would read Metal Edge magazine, and I would always wonder who the guy in Kiss was that I didn't know. You know, the guy who's the guy with the beard from Kiss, and I've never seen him before. It's King Diamond. Brian, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Check Super7 out. Awesome stuff. Great toys, great company, and just awesome product. So thank you so much.